name is David O'Connell. There are many ways to earn a living in London. Busking in London Underground was legalised nearly 2 years ago now. Before, London Transport always regarded it as it was against what's called the bylaw of London Transport, which is kind of their own private little law saying that you're not allowed to busk on their premises. But unfortunately that was being enforced by the police, so we used to get chased around the stations by the police, and I think the police got to the point where they were fed up of chasing buskers. All it was doing was using up police time when they had far better things to be doing, and they actually made it a much nicer place to be. Part of the reason I love busking is because if you get well, I'm not sure about the Italian dancing, but I mean, if you get that kind of response off people, then it's so much more fun, because it's in a way, it's kind of like a small gig on the tube for people. Sign up for busking now. I think you have to send in a form to London Transport's Customer Services Department, and then about 6 months later I think they'll call you for an audition. I'm not sure what criteria they use for the audition, but if you pass the audition, then you get your licence. You have to ring up every Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, so you and about 300 other people try to ring the same phone number. And the first person who gets through on Tuesday morning gets a choice of wherever they want to play. There's a huge variety of different types of music. I think it's great because there's so little live music, and the live music you hear nowadays is so confined to one type. It's either pop music with bands or something like that. There is so little variety in the music people get to hear. But I think it's great that it's actually still being, some of the live performances being kept alive. I mean, when was the last time you saw a saxophone player? There's violinists, there's classical musicians, there's harpists. They set up a project. It's sponsored by Carling at the moment. They pay for lots of advertising all over the place and lots of live boxes. But they pay for this. They pay for the administration of the scheme. So there are various people employed to come around and check that there's no problems going on any of the various pitches, and they pay for basically all the graphics that show where the actual pitches are, and they pay for the company who organise everyone's rota for them. And that's why it's all plastered everywhere with Carling logos. Well, you have to stand on the pitches. That's all part of the deal. Otherwise, you're not a legal busker. Because all these pitches tend to be on the bigger, busier stations, and on a lot of the smaller out-of-the-way stations where it wouldn't necessarily be worth going to all this expense putting in this pitch, people are still busking illegally. So I mean. And hopefully being left alone, as far as I know they are. Well, my hotspots are probably Piccadilly Circus or Leicester Square, really. famous buskers. Well, there was always a rumour that Paul McCartney used to come and try some of his tunes out by busking them. Obviously incognito, I don't know if that's true or not. I like playing at night because people are a bit more relaxed at night. They kind of dance and jump around. They're a bit more uptight during the day because they've got to get to and from work or whatever they're doing. Well, yes, yes, I don't mind drunks, you see, because they all stagger around and get dancing. So I don't. What I do doesn't really work if there's no one there. It's not really kind of introspective, thoughtful music for solitary people walking down a corridor. When you actually win people over with what you're doing, because they're only passing through on their way to somewhere else, and if people actually stop and react to what you're doing, then that gives me a great feeling. But I mean, they're both different sides of the same coin, really. I mean, it's all about performance, and I love performing, so that's part of the reason, whether it's on stage or it's in the tube. I just get a chance to do my thing, really. It still has that reputation over here as kind of being panhandling, begging, and hopefully with the legalisation of the scheme it will give people a chance to see that the people busking are actually very, very talented musicians, and they're only doing, I mean, if you want to get rich then you get yourself a job in the city. They're doing it because they want to play music, and I think it's one of the last kind of live music circuits left in this country, so I think it's great that people are still finding a way to make a living playing instruments.
I start sitting all alone, you're there again. The sound of my beat, while there's a moon.
I suppose a good ending with, well, the next time you see a busker, make sure you drop a pound in their hat.